Did you all enjoy the holidays, Bakucrew? I know I did, and after a long holiday hiatus, I'm back in the studio and ready to get back to shooting awesome Bakugan videos. But a quick little update over the holidays, I did get a few things from the fam to help with the channel, so I will be adding them to the prize wall in the back. First off, we do have a Magician Cubbo. Next, Party Cubbo. Oh, it fell. Drago, or the Pyrus Cubbo. And then finally, since we did have the old Neleus on the prize giveaway raffle roster, I did decide to get, or have the new Neleus, so the Geogan Rising Neleus. Really cool. Of course, there was a lot more I did get over the holidays, but since those were doubles, I decided to throw them up on the prize wall for the giveaways because I haven't been able to find anything new, and those are really awesome. Other than that, for the channel, I thought this week, starting off 2022, congratulations and Happy New Year, everyone, for making it. I know these last few years have been really awful, so I know we were all ready for a new start. But anyway, this week we'll be featuring Ultimate Viloch, a new deck profile for him every single day. So he will be featured in every deck profile until Friday. And yeah, so I thought this would be a cool little thing for the new year. Interested to see how it'll go, and interested to see how this year will go for the channel. While I was gone, we did hit 351 subscribers as of recording, which is just tremendous. That is a huge accomplishment. I'm almost halfway to 1,000 already, and I just can't believe it. That is amazing. But yeah, thank you all for the support so much. Very happy to be back at it. I'm going to have those videos coming to you daily. So stay tuned, and I'm going to have that the first Viloch video up shortly. As well as I'm going to be trying a few new things for the channel, including a little more as the days go on. So my Pokemon friend code is down below, or for Pokemon Go. If any of you play, send me a request. I do gift daily. I do play a lot. Unfortunately, I don't ever have raid passes, but I do gift daily, so that's a plus. That'll be down in the descriptions below. And if you would like, let me know in the comments down below as well what you all got over the holidays. If you got anything at all, if you celebrated, I know how it is. But thank you all, and I will see you later on for a Viloch deck profile. Welcome, brawlers and my fellow Baku crew. It's BakuBrad96, and I am bringing you deck number 1, or day number 1, of my Viloch celebration series. That's right, as I said in that tacky little intro I did, that this week I will be featuring a deck profile with Ultimate Viloch every day up until Friday. I will keep them as different as possible using different strategies and parts of the Ultimate Viloch set, but overall I am just showcasing the Ultimate Viloch in about 5 different ways because it is awesome. It's an awesome set. It is all Arless, so it is all playable in a deck profile, and that is just really cool. I couldn't think of a better way to kick off the new year than this. But before we jump into the deck profile, I do want to move my coffee out of the way. Sorry, it is early, and I need my Baku coffee. But other than that, I want to let everyone know that the Diamond Talon giveaway does end on the 4th, so you just have 2 days left to enter before I announce the winner. Sorry about that, just had a brain fart. I did show off the new prizes on the prize wall. I am still missing a few because you are all awesome and y'all are hitting those subscriber goals like crazy, and I just can't keep up. But as promised, I am keeping the prizes coming in, so at least that wall will stay stacked full. But very happy everyone's participating. The subscriber count is going up, and that is huge. The goal for this year is by December. I definitely want to be a Baku Master. That is just the dream. So I definitely want to hit that 1,000. I want to get YouTube going. I just want Spinmaster, all the other Baku Masters and Baku Tubers to notice me because, yeah, this is my dream. I love Bakugan. I love promoting the product. It's an awesome game. And, yeah, I just want to jump right into it. So let's get going. Let's just get right into this deck profile. Let's go. Got those giveaways going, got these deck profiles busted. So yeah, back from the holidays, and I am ready to get at it. I won't really be talking about Ultimate Viloch too much because I did upload an unboxing video for that. I strongly recommend going back, going through my videos, and checking that out if you missed it, because these deck profiles will focus on the deck as a whole rather than just Ultimate Viloch. So that is something to consider if you want to look at Viloch in detail. Go check out that video, but if not, stick around because this is going to be deck profile galore. Going ahead and starting off, I guess, with the team that I'm running, because I did dub this Darkus, so I'm using Aquos and Darkus factions with Viloch first. But let's go ahead and get into it. So Viloch has a magic shield and a helix core, B power of 300 and 7 damage. Not a lot of B power, but I really like that damage, and Darkus and Aquos especially really help with B power buffs, and I will show you later on why. I am using the Darkus cosplay Kubo because I haven't really used it a whole bunch in a lot of decks. So it has a orange shield and a flaming fist core, B power of 500, 5 damage. If it lands on a magic shield, it gets plus 200 B power, and if it lands on a green fist, it gets plus 2 damage. So not bad at all, and the idea behind this is I'm trying to use every Baku Core we can, because the Ultimate Viloch model, all the Geogan, they do hit every Baku Core. They all have abilities when they hit every Baku Core, so the more Baku Core you use, the better off this set or deck is going to be in a whole. And then finally, I am running the Aquos Krakenoid. I know I've used it a whole lot, but again, I was trying to use as many cores as possible. And the Aquos Bakugan I have for Geogan Rising don't have a lot of green fists on them, unfortunately. I think I could choose between Krakenoid and the Diamond regular Sharktar. So I just picked Krakenoid because I don't think I've used it as much. And I didn't want to throw a Diamond because I didn't want to take the limelight off of Ultimate Viloch there. But anyway, moving forward, so a Helix core and a Green Fist core, B power of 300, 4 damage, and if it lands on a Helix, it gets plus 500 B power. So again, just kind of helping out our Bakugan because they are a little weaker, but they do get that core buff abilities, both, on the Neleus with the Magic Shield, and then Krakenoid with the Helix. So not bad at all. Just briefly go over their little character. Here's Krakenoid. And then the ever so cool cosplay Kubo Neleus. And then we do have the Ultimate Viloch Combiner model. I guess I can give you a quick 360. But yeah, I don't want to review each individual one because I think that would just burn a lot of time. And no one wants to see something that they've seen already on my channel. I know the monotony can get boring, and that is why I'm trying to keep everything different, new, and fresh for my viewers. So the Baku Core we used, you can guess, plus 650 magic shield because that is all the power and that is what we want. One of the Helix we are running is the vanilla plus 300 B power plus 3 damage because we don't want to lose anything. But the second Helix we run now is a little different because we are opting to try out the plus 600 B power minus 3 damage. It might hurt the Geogan, but again, our Bakugan have a low B power compared to some others, so I just wanted a chance to really bump them up a lot and not worry about damage too much. For the B power, because we do have Aquos and Darkus, we are running the orange shield that gives Aquos and Darkus plus 400, obviously. There's a good reason to that. They don't have anything that gives Arless anything quite yet. When they do, though, I'll be the first to get it, hopefully. So then the Flaming Fist, we're going for max damage with the plus 6 damage one. Again, B power is covered through the cards we have, the other Baku Core. We did need a way to get to more damage though. Kind of while we run the plus 2, plus 150 B power Green Fist. A reasonable amount of damage. It's not the plus 3, but I thought the B power would be better in this scenario. Because again, somewhat weaker Bakugan than normal. But now that we've taken a look at the Bakugan we are using on the team, let's get right into that deck profile and those Geogan, am I right? Starting off, we are running with the signature ninja gear, 2 of 0 energy to retract one of your Bakugan. This card's probably more important than in this deck than any other I've put it in before, because you definitely want to retract that Neleus or that Krakenoid. Keep rolling that Viloch for the win, and keep using those Geogan. Really important. And I'll explain why when we get into the Geogan, but for now let's keep taking a look at the deck. I do run 3 Body Crusher, 1 energy for -4 damage and scan. Scan is somewhat a thing in this deck profile because you want to find those Geogan as quickly as possible. The whole deck profile is built around Ultimate Viloch and its Geogan counterparts, so that's kind of the thing with the scan. And then -4, taking damage away from the opponent is never bad, so that's why we have that there. 2 Darkus Glare, 1 energy to -2 damage, but if you play it on a Fusion Bakugan, you do get -8 damage instead. So it just helps if your opponent is playing older Bakugan, at least Fusion Bakugan anyway. Then we do have 2 Deep Dive, 1 energy to draw 1 and you may reroll your Bakugan. Again, could help with your Geogan or your weaker Bakugan picking up a better Baku Core. Neleus Annihilator, I'm sure by now my viewers know what this bad boy does. 1 energy for +300 B power, but if you reveal it with a Scanner Scrounge, you can, but if you look at it with a Scanner Scrounge effect, you can reveal it to get +600 B power. Misspoke there a little bit, but you get the idea. It is a very nice card. This deck does have a lot of scanning, so you can hit it. Otherwise, we're just adding more B power early game. Next up is 2 Chomping Tornado, 2 energy for +500 B power. Not much to say about that, just 2 for 5. And then I am running a split on the next card, so I am running 2 Shadow Slicer, 2 energy for +400 and scan, and then 2 Triple Blazing Barrage, 2 energy for +200 B power, +2 damage and scan again. So a lot of the scan aspect, at least going with the Darkus faction, and a good reasonable amount of B power buff. Following that though, I have 2 Flip Strike, 3 energy for +700 B power. Again, the Bakugan are a little bit weaker, so we do want to get that B power up until we can get to our Geogan, because the Geogan's the main win condition in this deck. Because after all, it's based around Viloch. Then we have Improvised Armor, 3 energy for +2 damage, and you get to draw 2. The draw 2 pairs really nicely with the scan ability, because again, we are looking for all of those beautiful Geogan. That is the same reason we run Cloak Defense, 4 energy to scan and draw 3. Again, we're digging through that deck to find those Geogan because that is what we want, that's how we want to win, and that's the whole goal of this deck profile. We do have a lot of 2 energy cost cards, so I did decide to run the Monstrous Surge. 4 energy for +800 B power, and then Sync. You can reveal a card in your hand that costs 2 energy for +4 damage. I don't have the Baku gear combo I usually use with the Darkest Night, but I thought this was pretty good no matter what in this deck profile. Before the flips and Geogan, however, we do have Aquos Lightning Rain, 5 energy for +700 B power, scan, and you do get to draw 1 off that as well. So a very powerful 1-of. And speaking of powerful 1-ofs though, now it's time to get into these awesome Geogan for the Ultimate Viloch set. First off, we do have Arless Insectra, 1 energy for +1200 B power, 2 damage, and it does have built-in reroll. It's very nice when you see that reroll effect on a Geogan. I love that. It is amazing. After that is Swarmer, 2 energy for 1100 B power and 4 damage. If it lands on a green fist, you're going to get +3 damage. If it lands on an orange shield, you're going to get +300 B power. And if it wins the brawl, it does have the Victor Team Attack ability, and that right there is the reason why you want to retract your Bakugan in this deck profile, because if one of these Victor Team Attack Bakugan hit on your third roll, so to speak, quotations there, and you win, that initiates a team attack, and that's what you want. You want team attacks with your Geogan rather than your 3 Bakugan on the team, because the Geogan are stronger and they are our win condition. Or at least that's how I try to set up the deck. I don't have a lot of synergy necessarily, but with what I have to work with, I do what I can, and that's a promise. The third Geogan is Amfrog, 4 energy for 1400 B power, 6 damage. Green, if it lands on a green fist, it gets Shadow Strike, and if it lands on a flaming fist, it gets plus 500 B power. So definitely one of the stronger Geogans so far in my opinion, but it is very nice nonetheless. Next up, we do have the Arless Bobadrill, 4 energy for a B power of 1700, 3 damage. Orange Shield, you get Double Strike. Magic Shield, you get plus 500 B power. Again, very strong. And sadly, this deck wasn't what I was thinking of, because the only Victor team attack Geogan in this set is actually the Swarmer. But along those lines though, using the retracting ability off the Baku cards still could come in handy, because you could still retract out your Geogan or your other Bakugan and use them in various ways. So not a complete dud there, but I was hoping there was more Victor team attack on these Geogan like the other ones. But all that being said, we do have Arless Ghost Beast here, 5 energy for a B power of 1800, 7 damage, and if it lands on a Helix, which at least we run 2 of those, it does get the plus 600 B power and minus 3 damage, so it basically picks up the 1 Helix score by itself as an ability. That is quite interesting, and very powerful too for only 5 energy. Not the strongest, but nice. Though finally, before we get to the flip cards though, we do have Arless Skyhorse, 7 energy for 2200 B power and 15 damage. So this one is obviously the heavy hitter of the set. And likewise, not bad at all with only 7 energy. That's at least plausible to get up to. Or possible, not plausible, but just total misspeaking today. Blah, too early. Need more Baku coffee. But last part of the deck profile, we are going to finish up with the flips. I do run 2 Darkus Snare, 0 energy to stop a Bakugan holding a Magic Shield. 1 Deep Freeze, 1 energy to block a Bakugan holding a Orange or Helix Core. 1 Fluid Form, 1 energy to block a Aquos or Fusion Bakugan. 1 Sonic Shield, 1 energy to block a Bakugan holding a green or flaming fist. Weapons of Darkus, I have 1 of these, 1 energy to block a Aquos or Fusion Bakugan. And then finally, one of my favorites, Sneaky Squid. 4 energy to block a non-fusion Bakugan, and if you do, you get to draw a card. Always in my Aquos decks. So that'll do it for the deck profile. This is day 1 of the Viloch Celebration series. Hope everyone enjoyed it, and I hope everyone thinks that is an interesting deck profile, because I certainly try to keep things interesting and fun. But I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you all just tremendously for the support. It was huge coming back, getting back to the studio, getting everything set up, and seeing that subscriber count. That was phenomenal. I can't thank you all enough, and of course that is why the giveaway raffles are so important to me. So, just thank you all so much. I'm very happy to be doing this, very thankful to be doing this, and I hope huge things happen this year for not only myself, but for all of you watching, because I wish the best to all of my Baku crew, and I will see you in the next video. So remember, Bakugan Brawl.